like me, you want to be organized, but it always just gets pushed down low on the totem pole. But no more. This is the year that we are going to get organized together. I'm hoping I'm not going to do it alone. And so today I've got 10 organization ideas that are focusing primarily in my kitchen, but hopefully you can translate that to other areas of your house. And if you like this kind of content, let me know and I'll do other areas of the house as well. And let's get started by purging our cabinets. And I've got some ideas with that, so let's get going. I'm gonna share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, look at this cabinet. So we are gonna start with this cabinet because it's the one that I'm dreading the most, just to get it out of the way. Believe it or not, I was trained in organization many years ago. You wouldn't be able to tell by this cabinet. But one thing that the teacher recommended is that when you're purging items, put them either in an opaque box or a black garbage bag. And the reason for that is if you see something, you'll start second guessing your purging, and you don't want to do that. So my tip here is we are going to get rid of items that are broken, items that we haven't used in many months, unless it's like a seasonal thing and it only comes out seasonally. And if in that case, maybe we can relocate that to a different area. But I don't have the biggest kitchen on the planet. I mean, it's not the tiniest either, but every little square inch of this space counts. And if it's not being utilized properly, then it's a waste. We're gonna start here. Okay. This is a brand new pan. I just got it, so it's gonna stay, but like as you can see, it was just kind of shoved in there because it didn't have a good spot. So that's gonna stay. And then this is a Dutch oven that I use all the time, so it stays. I do have some other Dutch ovens, so it's kind of like a maybe thing, so we'll see. This is brand new too. It's just a little grill, and then I've got a little waffle maker, and they're kind of similar, so hopefully we can organize these and put them together somewhere. Loose cords, I've got a solution for that coming up, so hang on with me and I'll share that with you. All of these items so far need to stay, so that's not helping me very much, but I do have several that I can get rid of. Like this lid goes to a pot that I know that I haven't used for a while, so that's gonna go in the bag, and hopefully we can find the pot that it goes with. I'm using a contractor's bag because some of these items are going to be heavy, and the contractor's bags are very sturdy. So in it goes. These I do use, and as you can see, they're in good condition. So once we get this cleared out, all of the cabinet, I'm gonna do a good scrub down because this is a good opportunity to do that. Most of the stuff that I need to purge is in this general vicinity. These are heated mugs, they stay. I don't feel like I'm getting rid of much yet, but trust me, it's coming. This is a small pan. I don't use it a ton. It's got a wobbly handle and it's kind of beat up, and I did get a new pot and pan set for Christmas, so this is gonna go to the thrift store. I think it's in good enough condition that somebody might be able to use it. And then I've got my stir fry pan. It's in great condition. I use it all the time, so this stays as well. This is harder than you would think, right? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. This is an electric knife. We do use that a lot. These are beautiful cast iron pots. I never use them. I loved the idea of this. It's a giant whisk, and I never use it. I was a little nervous at first, but I actually got rid of quite a bit, so I'm feeling really good. We're gonna go around and do this to the rest of the cabinets, and before I have time to think about it too much, I'm gonna load this up into my car and get it out of here. That way I can't second guess the decisions that I've made. I finally get to open up this pot and pan set that I got for Christmas, and maybe I'll actually have a place to store it. That is a beautiful set. I might have to purge a little bit more though. Super, super beautiful. now we're gonna address this situation right here. I don't know if you can tell, but I have all kinds of appliances and it's just jam-packed, and they're taking up a lot of real estate in my kitchen that could be better spent for using kitchen items. These items, some of them I use every day, like the Instant Pot and everything, but other items I don't use all the time. So what I'm gonna do is try to snag a little space in another location in a corner of a closet, but that's gonna require some additional organization and making and clearing space. So it's like one project leads to another, but the ultimate end here is a much better organized and functional space for us. So we're gonna unload these now. So this is a closet that normally would probably have been a coat closet, but because I did the mudroom lockers over here, we don't really need it as a coat closet, and we live in Florida. So I have converted this into a backstock pantry. It's not very organized, so that will be a project for another time. If you want to see me kind of organize that and get some ideas, let me know by hitting the like button, commenting below. Let me show you where we're gonna put this shelf. Okay, so this is where we are gonna put the shelf, but as you can see, we've got a water bin here, but we've come up with a better solution for water storage. And so that's gonna come out, and I'm gonna put a shelf here because we are losing valuable storage space vertically here, and this is where I'm gonna store all of my appliances. So we ended up having to remove the top half of this big one to get the water jug out. And so I am organizing the top half. So that was unexpected, but it needed to be done. So it is what it is, and we're gonna have organization here. One thing that has always driven me nuts, I don't know why I haven't tried to do anything about it before, is all of the loose cords that are just always in the way when you're like trying to pull it in and out, and it's dangling and it looks messy. It just does not look clean and organized. And so I have a solution. I got these cord organizers off of Amazon. They have an adhesive on the back. I got a set of 6, but they come in lots of different sets. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna take this out, attach this to the back of our appliance. It comes in the different colors, so like some of my appliances are black, and black will look good. This gray one I'll put on the silver, and then I've got white for the mixer. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna really take care of that mess and that headache for me. Okay, so all we're gonna do here is peel off this backing. And as you can see, it's totally bendy. And let's see, which way do we want to do it? Do we want to do it that way or that way? I think, let's do it this way. There we go. And then we don't have the dangling cord, and that's really awesome. I love that. Okay, so this is sturdy, but not near as sturdy as this one. This is like industrial strength. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take some zip ties and zip tie this to the more sturdy shelf just to give it some added stability since I've got all of these appliances on here. This one addition is literally going to change my life in my kitchen. It opens up cabinet space and countertop space, so I am just loving it. Okay, so here's another issue that I am having. You're seeing all of my skeletons in the closet. Okay, so I have so many spices. A lot of them I'm not even using. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna move a couple things so you can see. I actually did make an attempt to organize in here, and I had these like wonderful spice shelves that tier up, which is awesome, and I am gonna keep those. But as you can see, I've just got a hodgepodge of different spices. It's not aesthetic at all. A lot of times I'm like digging through, trying to find find the right spice, and it's just gotten out of control. So what I've done is I've ordered a whole bunch of matching jars and with labels and all of that, and we are going to transfer the spices that are not expired into those jars, and it will be just so much more pleasing for me to cook, especially since I've really changed my lifestyle recently about the way I'm eating and approaching food for health reasons. And so getting this under control is going to really help me motivate me to cook and eat healthier and use spices and things like that to flavor some of the healthier food that I'm eating. Anyways, let's open this box and start switching them out. This is my spice rack, and it's actually really pretty, so we're gonna clean this right up. I wanted to show you what comes in this package. There, I think, is 48 of these, and then it comes with a little thing to dump your spices through. A little marker, I'm assuming, if you need to hand label something. And then it's got these spice labels. So one's for the top and one's for the front. And then we can stick them on and make them match. I thought about cutting something out in vinyl, but I think I'm just gonna go with this. I am so excited to take this into this. This is so satisfying. As you can see, I put things in alphabetical order so I can easily spot them, but it's so beautiful. But having said that, it's still taking up a ton of real estate, and I'm not even using all of that space up there. So I think in an upcoming episode, I am going to do a wall spice rack so that I can regain all of this space for something else. Another area that I'm really struggling in, and I hope that this is something that you can kind of relate to, is my Tupperware area. I have a ton of missing and matching pieces. I'll have lids that don't fit. I'll be missing lids. It's just kind of a hodgepodge of just items. And then for mixing bowls and things like that, it's a hodgepodge. It was just kind of whatever they had in here when we bought it, because this was purchased as a vacation rental, and so it was fully furnished. I have bought like a couple of things since then, but nothing is working in there about it. Since I have limited space, what I decided to do is to buy these containers that you kind of get from takeout, but these are really sturdy and they stack within each other even when they're the different sizes. So I really loved that. All the lids fit on all of them. This is like 24 sets of things, and I just feel like this will streamline my refrigerator, streamline my cabinet, and make it a little bit simpler. And the bonus is sometimes when we get like Indian takeout or Chinese takeout, they put them in these type of containers as well, and we can just add it to the collection, and it keeps it nice and consistent. And then for my mixing bowls, I decided to just get a nesting bowl set to keep it a lot cleaner and tidier, and they all have lids, and so that will make my life easier there as well. And I already had a silver mixing bowl. You always need a good one of these for like larger events, and it happens to fit perfectly inside that. So it's gonna work out in so many ways and really create less of a mess in those cupboards, and I'm really, really excited about that. Look at this mayhem. This is just so crazy. This is where I keep my mixing bowls, and I have to like bend down and kind of dig in there every time I want to mix, which is a lot. So I think I'm going to relocate this to where I was housing some of my appliances, and I think that will be a lot more functional, but so crazy. These nesting bowls are gonna work so much better. I do use these mixing bowls from Dollar Tree to do like pancake mix and all that, so I think those will fit in there just fine as well. I'm gonna put my hand mixer next to the mixing bowls because that just makes sense, right? How much better does this look? It looks so amazing. So how I organized it is I've got like all of my baking ware here, 9x13s and bread pans on that area, and then my specialty pans are in the back. Pitchers that I use all the time are right there, easily accessed. Specialty baking items there, and then all of my Tupperware right there, super organized. Mixing bowls with a mixer there. So this is kind of like my baking and food storage area. So I am super happy with how this turned out. I'm sure that there's room for improvement, but we'll keep working on it. Okay, so we cleared off all of the stuff, the oils and stuff that I use a lot, but I don't want them to go too far, and this cupboard is already spoken for, so what do? So here's an idea I had. I'm gonna remove a couple of these magnets right here that I have, and I found on Amazon these most amazing metal shelves. Okay, they might come in white as well, but I got them in black, and they are very heavy duty magnets, and so they are super sturdy, and we can take advantage of the side of our fridge to store some of those things that we use on a daily basis. So we can just tuck those in and take advantage of it. Now, if I had a full side of the fridge exposed, I could take advantage and put 4. This will fit about 2, and I am still able to open this cabinet here. It's fine. Take advantage of that real estate to get things off your countertop, but have them still convenient and close by. But we're gonna make the things that are going in them a little bit more aesthetic. Okay, so this is an organization hack that I got from my mother-in-law. She is very known for delabeling all of her bottles, just removing the labels just for a cleaner look. So that's what we're gonna do now, is we're gonna remove some. You can use a heat gun on some, on others I might not. I wouldn't use a heat gun on that. I don't even know if it's gonna work. We might have to come up with some creative solutions for this. You can use rubbing alcohol, hot water. So we're gonna try some of them. I'm gonna start with the balsamic. Okay, so I'm gonna try using my heat gun on this one. I'm just gonna add a little bit of heat and for a short little bit, and we'll see if it will pull back. Okay, we'll see if it worked. Oh yeah. That is really nice, and it didn't take much heat at all. It looks like we've got a little residue here, but I think we can get the rest of that off with some rubbing alcohol, or heat it up a little bit and take a straight edge blade. Such a simple fix, but it makes it look so much better, don't you think? So we've taken advantage of the back of this door to use as extra storage, surplus supplements and snacks. I mean, I could probably better organize this, but this is a really good way to store just extra stuff on the back of a door that it would normally not be seen, and you can gain valuable extra organization space. So for our next organization hack, it is just a very simple one, and it's something that I did months ago and I am absolutely loving it, and that is hanging your bottles on the inside of your cabinet door. It just frees up so much space. It's easy to just grab what you need and have it handy, and then just put it back down there. Super easy. I ordered mine off of Amazon and I am so glad. I just love it. I'm really trying to get less stuff on my counter. At one point, like, it was really layered and layered deep, full of items, covering every surface of my countertop, and it's driving me crazy, and it has to be resolved. Now, I do like some things out in the kitchen. I'm a things person, and so I love to look at collections and things, but we're gonna try to streamline it. First of all, moving some of these big appliances into the pantry closet that we just did. We're gonna move that into that closet and get that off, as well as the blender, and we're gonna just try to remove a lot of the stuff and clear it out a little bit, and then we're gonna group things together, because I do like my collection of cutting boards, so maybe like tightening that up a little bit. I really do kind of like this area a lot, but I do want to simplify it a bit, and so that comes with the purge, that comes with relocating items. So we're gonna just start clearing this out and getting rid of some stuff. If there is one thing that I hope you take from this episode, is that you don't have to bite it all off at once. You can do this little by little, step by step, and together we will get organized just a little bit at a time. It's the same thing with design. If you look at the whole thing and have to do it all at once, it will just be too overwhelming. Just chip away a little bit each day, and in the end, we will both end up with organized homes. At least that's my goal. If you enjoyed this episode, here's another one that I think you'll like as well. And to all of my DIY Niners, I just want to remind you once again that you are more powerful than you know. We'll see you next time. Bye.